justice for all. Ombudsman Radio, 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 justice.
All right, a wonderful morning to all you listeners out there. Good morning and welcome to my Ombudsman Radio, reaching you from the stables of Abuja. My name is Umar, and this morning, time check, it's 11 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock, and we will have a newspaper review immediately after this short break. Just keep it dialed here and enjoy the music. All right, welcome back to the newspaper review. Once again, this is Ombudsman Radio, and my name is Umar. Yesterday, the world was thrown into a frenzy because the supreme leader of Iran, that's the president of Iran, lost his life in a fatal plane crash, and so many fingers were pointing at the said nation, Israel. But today, the funeral procession of the Iranian president began earlier in the early hours of today, and let's see what we have in the news bulletins for today. I'm going to take you on a tour around Vanguard newspaper, The Guardian, and also this day newspaper, and all these dailies are paid to will definitely reach your heart. Okay, let's start from the home front and in the city of Abia State, where the executive governor of Abia State, that's no other person than Governor Alex Otti, has ordered the immediate rescue of stolen Abia school kids of same parent. Okay, the governor of Abia State, Governor Alex Otti, has ordered security agencies to ensure immediate rescue of 3 school children of same parent stolen by a motorcycle operator last week at Iquano. That's a sad story. The governor said that the governor had personally called the parents of the victim and assured them that the state would not abandon them. Okay, so many people have said, hey, look, this is one governor that has outperformed other governors because this guy has kicked the ball rolling right from day one of his swearing in, and we've seen this in the commissioning of some elephant projects, and he has assured that as it is, these school children or these kids who belong to the same household shall return safe and sound. Still on the Vanguard newspaper, my PDP national chairmanship quest fronted by various interests. That's coming from Senator Suswan, former senator. The former governor who made this known, that is the former governor of Benue State and the People's Democratic Party stalwart, Senator Gabriel Suswan, has said that his quest for the national chairmanship position of the party is confronted by various interests. He maintained that if the interest tilt in his favor, he would emerge victorious, but if not, he might not get it. The former governor, who made this known on Monday in Makurdi while addressing the caucus of the PDP, called ahead of its coming Congress, is cautioned that his bid must not be on a basis of disunity in the party in the state, assuring that leaders of the party in the state were a united family, contrary to rumors making the rounds. Okay, that is coming from the national quest. Let me use this other way. The quest for the national chairmanship position by Senator Suswan, who also happens to be a former governor of Benue State. But if you check around the streets, so many people say, "Hey, look, the PDP as it is not really standing strong as far as opposition party is concerned, because these guys haven't really done much in making sure the heap much pressure on the sitting government." You could recall that when some years back, when Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was president, the opposition, that's the APC, mounted much pressure on him, making him work so hard. But people are saying, hey, look, the PDP, you guys ain't serious, because as it is, there's so many caucus and factions in the PDP, and there's always a cross-carpeting in this very sector, or in this very party. Okay, so let's see if Suswan wins, if there's going to be an umbrella, a united umbrella that will contain all members of the party. Still on the Vanguard newspaper for today, why we issued data protection certificate to IIM. That's coming from the federal government. The federal government has officially licensed the Institute of Information Management, otherwise known as the IIM, to administer exams and certify future data protection professionals in Nigeria. The National Commissioner and CEO Data Nigeria Data Protection Commission (NDPC), Dr. Vincent Olatunji, made the disclosure in a presentation in Abuja on Monday. Speaking while handing over the certificates to the institute, the commissioner said that the move was aimed to address significant capacity shortfall of over 500,000 professionals in the data protection field and rescue the expenses associated with obtaining certifications overseas. Olatunji added that the initiative will help to generate more jobs in the country and prevent capital flight. Okay, this is the federal government trying to see how it could curtail the movement of people from the country, and thereby limiting other countries from gaining from what Nigeria has in store. Let's also see if this will be a remedy. A few months back, we noticed that the federal government had tried to limit the outflow of medically trained personnel in the country from going overseas, because come on, how would it look like you're trained here in Nigeria and you want to go administer this training, or you two people outside? It ain't gonna work. Okay, still on the Vanguard newspaper, let's go out of the shores of the country. Funeral procession for Iran president begins. Thousands of Iranians walked soberly through the streets on Tuesday for the funeral procession of President Ibrahim Raisi and 7 members of his entourage who were killed in a helicopter crash. Waving Iranian flags and portraits of the late president, the mourners set off from a central square in the northwestern city of Tabriz, where Raisi was headed when his helicopter crashed on Sunday. This is a very disturbing news. The Iranian president, lost his life in a tragic helicopter crash, and he was actually headed to one of the boundaries, of the country to commission a dam project. But as it is, he never came back alive. The heart of all Nigerians, in a message conveyed by the Nigerian president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to the Iranian nation, has been for them to, hold firm and not give in to this. Okay, let's go on a short musical break. When we come back, we will go into the next bulletin for today. Don't touch that very dial. We never saw this coming, but let's go to the Sun newspaper and see what we never saw coming. Nigeria High Commission, London, slammed 8.3 million euros congestion charge. I bet you we never saw this coming. The UK Transport for London, also known as TfL, a local government body responsible for most of the transport network in the United Kingdom's capital city, has revealed that the Nigerian High Commission, London West congestion charges totally 8,395,055 euros. Congestion charges fees levied on drivers for entering a specific central zone of the city during certain hours. The aim is to reduce traffic congestion by discouraging unnecessary car use. The Nigerian embassy, which ranked fourth among the UK's 48 foreign debtors in a list of stubborn minority debtors released by the TfL, has not been able to pay up its embassy congestion charge since 2003. Wow, I bet you, like I said, we never saw this coming, like Shakeja said, because, come on. over 8.3 million euros charges. Well, let's just see how the government will have to shake its body and put Nigeria in the limelight of people who have actually cleared their debts. Bello, hearing in EFCC's board's appeal against contempt, adjourned indefinitely. This is still on the Sun newspaper. The Abuja division of the of the Court of Appeal yesterday adjourned indefinitely in an ex parte motion for stay of proceedings filed by the Economic Financial Crimes Commission. EFCC chairman Mr. Oluka Yode, challenging the contempt charge filed by former governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Yahaya Bello. Hearing was stalled yesterday due to a 2-day workshop organized by the appellate court on the review of the 2023 election petition tribunals and courts and appeals, which began yesterday in Abuja, the nation's capital. The registrar of the court announced in court that there would be no sitting yesterday. According to the registrar, I'm going to quote him, he said, "We are holding a workshop where our judges are in attendance. Therefore, there's no sitting today. The next adjourned date will be communicated to counsel to the parties of all cases scheduled for today. We're sorry for the inconveniences this might have caused," the registrar said. So, as far as the ex parte motion is concerned, it has been adjourned indefinitely, but not indefinitely because, come on, the registrar of the court has said they're going to let the counsel of both parties and all parties know when the next sitting will be. AGF, NGC, RMAFC, others back proposed 300% salary allowance increase for judges. Still on the Sun newspaper. The Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi yesterday backed the proposed 300% increase in the salaries and allowances of judicial office holders in the country by President Bola Tinubu. The National Judicial Council, NJC, Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, and the Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Allocation Commission, RMAFC, among others, also endorsed the proposal. The AGF, NBA, NJC, RMAFC, and other critical stakeholders spoke during a one-day public hearing on a bill titled "A Bill for an Act to Prescribe the Salaries and Allowances and Fringe Benefits of Judicial Office Holders in Nigeria and Related Matters 2024. The public hearing was organized by the Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters, chaired by Mohammed Tahir Monguno, who is an APC stalwart from or representing Borno North Senatorial District. Okay, we're going to stop there on that very story. And 300% salary allowance increase for judges. The masses. Let's look at the masses now. The labor unions and the federal government had loggerheads and increments of basic minimum wage, but our judges 300% increase. Wow. Okay, let's just see how this is going to play out, because as it is, the life, let the masses breathe. That's also what I can say. Okay, moving over to the next bulletin for today, the next newspaper story for today. After that, we're going to call it a wrap for this very program of the newspaper review. I bet you this program will come to you every day, every working day. That's from Mondays to Fridays, and you're gonna enjoy it, and you need to drop in your suggestion and from tomorrow, and I will read it the way it is, because it's gonna be an interactive one, and you will have the opportunity to put in your very response, either via calls or via messages on our platforms. This is still Ombudsman Radio. My name is Umo. Let's go on a short musical break. I will be right back. right, welcome back. Let's go to the last newspaper for today. That's this day national dailies. Okay, still in the city of Tehran. That's Iran, as the Iranian people have gotten a new leader. Okay, on this very story, it says Iran gets new leader. Tinubu mourns Raisi. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu yesterday extended his condolences to the government and people of the Islamic Republic of Iran over the passing of President Ibrahim Raisi. Iranian Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdullahian and other officials in a helicopter crash. Raisi and the country's foreign minister were found dead in the yesterday after their helicopter crashed on Sunday, leaving the Islamic Republic without two key figures. Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah quickly named Vice President Mohammad Mukber to assume interim duties and announced 5 days of mourning thereafter. Said media confirmed they were killed after the helicopter they were traveling in came down. Raisi, who was 63 years, had been tipped as a potential successor to the supreme leader. Okay, so as it is, the Supreme Leader Ayatollah has named the Vice President Mohammed Mokber to become the interim president to possibly oversee the mourning and the burial procession of the of the dead president who actually died in a plane helicopter crash rather on Sunday night. Like I said, so many fingers are pointing to one certain nation, but as it is, nothing has been said about that. And so many foreign nations have actually brought fallen hero of Tehran, saying that this was a no-nonsense man. And he was actually nicknamed, but I ain't gonna say that very nickname on air because that nickname actually brings so much pains to some people who have actually fled that very country. That's the Islamic Republic of Iran. Okay, let's go to the nation of Israel. ICC seeks arrest of Israeli leader Netanyahu, defense minister, for war crimes. In a move rarely seen, Chief Prosecutor of the International Criminal Court, ICC, Karim Khan, yesterday appealed for arrest warrant for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, as well as the country's defense minister Yoav Gallant. Khan said he was also seeking the arrest and prosecution of Hamas leader in Gaza, Yahya Sinwar, the group's political leader, Ismail Haniyeh, and the Hamas military chief Mohammed Deif. The ICC prosecutor said his office had appealed to the World's Court's pre-trial chamber for arrest warrant for the military and political leaders on both sides of crimes committed during Hamas on October 7 attack on Israel and the ensuing war in Gaza. While the Hamas leader were wanted for crimes of murder, hostage-taking, rape, sexual assault, and torture, Netanyahu and Gallant were accused of extermination, causing starvation as a method of war, and denial of humanitarian relief supplies, and deliberately targeting civilians. Okay, the question is, will ICC succeed in this? Because a few months back, the same ICC actually, issued an arrest warrant for the Russian president, Vladimir Putin. But the Russian president a few weeks ago was actually in China working freely, and he is still a free man. So, will ICC be able to arrest the Israeli leader? Yesterday, it will interest you to know that after these arrest warrants came public, the Israeli leader Benjamin Netanyahu actually came out to address the nation of Israel, saying that nobody will threaten the state of Israel. So, that is, something of confidence. That's a statement of confidence. So let's see if at all the ICC will actually have the jurisdiction to arrest Benjamin Netanyahu. Still under this day newspaper, don't forget this is still Ombudsman Radio, and my name is Umo. And if you know you've got any comments, you can drop it on a comment section, and we will actually work on this. Okay, Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali absent as ECOWAS Parliament begins to sit in Kano. No fewer than 12 of the 15 member states of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, are currently attending a 6th legislature of Parliament of the Economic Community of West African States, also known as ECOWAS, in the ancient city of Kano. The meeting is expected to discuss member states' socio-economic, political, security, and other challenges bedeviling the sub-region. The meeting attracted parliamentarians from Nigeria, Benin Republic, Cape Verde, Cote d'Ivoire, Gambia, Ghana, Guinea-Bissau, Liberia, Senegal, Sierra Leone, and the Republic of Togo. But those absent from the meeting, which started yesterday, included Burkina Faso, Niger Republic, and Mali, who pulled out their membership of the ECOWAS. In an interview with journalists at the venue of the meeting, the first Deputy Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament, Barao Jibrin, said yesterday's engagement was like Beru grid meetings between the leadership of the Parliament and the committee chairman, including other top principal officers of the Parliament. According to him, today is going to be the session that will implore all parliamentarians and, of course, the invited guests that will be there in the ancient city of Kano with them. All right, don't forget that due to the military takeover of the nations of Burkina Faso, Niger Republic, and Mali, and also the continuous threat from the West and also from ECOWAS. These three nations actually pulled out, and news filtering had it that these guys actually wants to form their own belt around the ECOWAS and build a formidable force to fight in case they're being threatened. So as it is, those three nations are not in the ancient city of Kano to be represented because they've told everybody they are not part of ECOWAS anymore. So let's see if there's going to be a negotiation and a dialogue for these three member states to actually come back into the umbrella of the Economic Community of West African States. Let's take the last review for today from the This Day newspaper. As Jonathan, Fubara, Wike are like two elephants. Rivers will suffer from their feud. That is the last headline I'm going to take from the This Day newspaper. Former President Goodluck Jonathan yesterday said the disagreements between Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and Rivers State Governor Simi Fubara, popularly known as Sim Fubara, was like two elephants fighting while the people of the state would bear the brunt. Jonathan appealed to the duo to cease fire, warning that the quarrel can snowball into a bigger regional or national crisis with greater consequences if not nipped in the bud. The former president, who gave the advice while performing the flag off of a multi-billion naira Trans-Calabari Road project at Rumolemeni community in Obiakbo local government area, urged the two leaders to work together for the collective good of the people of the state. While commending the efforts of some leaders who had intervened in the festering political crisis, Jonathan addressed the problems associated with transition of government in Nigeria and the crisis it often came with. So That is the much we can take from us here for on the newspaper review as former Nigerian president who also happens to come from that very region, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, has waded into the feud between Sim Fubara and the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. It will interest you to know that Goodluck Jonathan happens to hail from Bayelsa State, and Bayelsa State was carved out from River State, so he is also like a son of the soil, a son of the soil, by coming in to wade into the very feud. And come on, we just hope that this does not escalate, just like Jonathan has warned, because River State, as far as Nigeria is concerned, is a very sensitive figure as far as national development is concerned. Okay, that's the newspaper review reaching you from the stables of Ombudsman Radio. My name is Umo. Stay glued because we've got so many programs reaching your way. But till then, let's go on a musical break. We shall be right back.